Namaskar.
ॐ भूर्भुवस्सुः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम्.
Welcome to this very special series and a very special conversation that I'm going to be having यहाँ पर सिंगापुर में बैठे हुए रेडियो मस्ती 24/7 पर with the one and only स्वामी स्वरूपानंद जी। जी हाँ, बहुत ही जल्दी हमारे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं और मुझे बहुत खुशी है इस बात की कि आज हम बहुत ही रेलेवेंट टॉपिक के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं। Whenever I've met him, whenever I've spoken with him, I've come out of it totally enlightened with a very different perspective about an issue, about a topic, about anything that has always been a question mark. तो आज के दिन में of course हम बात करेंगे about the topic that we have been talking about since yesterday, which is the Gayatri Mantra and the relevance of that in today's world. लेकिन उससे पहले let me just quickly tell you, चिन्मया मिशन जी हाँ ग्लोबली इतना ज्यादा सालों से सिर्फ एक ही बात कहता आया है and that is giving happiness to the maximum people for the maximum time. Right? And of course, it is something जो कि हम हमेशा ढूंढते हैं. Happiness is something जो कि हम हमेशा सोचते हैं कि किस तरह से हमें मिल सकती है और ढूंढते रहते हैं जिंदगी भर कि हमें इस चीज में खुशी मिलती है या उस चीज में खुशी मिलती है. But for some reason, always our happiness is very, very temporary. And we wonder, why are we not happy? तो इसीलिए चिन्मया मिशन से जब आप मिलते हैं, जब स्वामी स्वरूपानंद जी से आप बात करते हैं, तो somehow ऐसा लगता है कि एक अलग ही सार. He gives a very different spiritual meaning and a very different meaning as such to the simplest of things. And we always wonder, why did we never think of that? और आज के दिन में of course जो आप सुन रहे हैं यहाँ पर
यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः. हम हमेशा सोचते हैं बचपन से, और मैं आपको अपने बारे में बता सकती हूँ, when I was a very very young kid, I mean I'm young now as well, but yeah, उस टाइम पर मैं हमेशा देखती थी अपने ग्रैंडफादर को, अपने फादर को देखती आई हूँ, अपनी मम्मी को देखती आई हूँ, and whenever I've asked this question, ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्. याद हो गया अच्छे से, बोलने में बहुत अच्छा लगता है, सुनने में तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगता है, लेकिन मीनिंग सबने अलग अलग बताए हैं. और आज के दिन में जब हम सभी all of us are facing such challenges in life, there is an unprecedented situation that has come up and we don't know how to really face that, how to really find a solution to the challenges that our life has posed. This is just the perfect time that I should be really thanking Swamiji for joining us today and giving us the real meaning of the Gayatri Mantra, along with, of course, उसका आज के दिन में relevance. तो चलिए, without further ado, I know you guys don't want to see me, you want to see स्वामी जी, और मैं बिल्कुल उनको यहाँ पर लेकर आने वाली हूँ right now, रेडियो मस्ती के जरिए. जी हाँ, स्वामी जी को बिल्कुल यहाँ पर लाके. Thank you so much, Ayana. Yes, it's always a pleasure to hear the Gayatri Mantra, but the real meaning and the relevance of that, I will not go into it because I'm really not the right person. I would love to welcome Swami Saruman ji. Swami ji, namaste.
नमस्ते.
कैसे हैं आप?
हम बिल्कुल ठीक है. आप सब कैसे हैं और आपके सब श्रोता गण भी कैसे हैं? सबको बहुत बहुत आशीर्वाद भगवान प्रकृति का.
Thank you very much, Swamiji, for joining us today. Swamiji, I don't know if you were listening to what I was struggling to talk about, which is the relevance of Gayatri Mantra. I didn't want to go close to it. Lekin before we start talking about that topic, बताइए, our life has changed the last 2 months, specifically for Singapore, I can tell you. Lekin how have things changed for you? Have things also changed for you? Really?
Things are constantly changing in this world and keeps changing for us also. And as during the lockdown, you know that public meetings, gatherings have not taken place, and all of us have found ways of connecting with each other over the internet. And yes, you know, our work still goes on in spreading this knowledge, inspiration, and happiness, as you said, to the world around. And that way nothing has stopped. But yes, public gathering, meetings directly with people. That has definitely been a big change. But at
Ji.
the same time, as you know, every change has its pros and cons, and many have reflected on their life, wanted to make certain changes, and I think the world really needed some rest.
Oh yes,
So
it's maybe that's what we have been thinking. Maybe it's God's way or supernatural, his way of telling us that yeah, we are not we have done something wrong the last many years, and that's where probably it's time to reflect, time to understand, and time to move on in a very different way. So how are things going to change in the future, Swamiji? Aapko kya lagta
let's always work for changing it for the better.
hai? Absolutely, you are so right. So, your travels have obviously come to a halt at the moment, and they don't seem to be starting in the near future. So, how are you continuing to interact with people across the world?
There's a lot of online live programs on YouTube
Ji.
or channel, on some programs on television. We had aired the Upanishad Ganga, which was a wonderful series that we had created on
Mhm.
Upanishad. So that was being aired also on television, and a lot of online programs going on. Our regular study groups around the world, even discourses are going on practically every day. So we kept people inspired during this time period, and I think a lot of people find it, uh, you know, are appreciating it more during these times where everybody's at home, time to reflect, and spirituality is all about self-inquiry and uh, introspection. So it's been actually a very good time for people to do that.
Lovely. So, Swamiji, let me ask you the Gayatri Mantra. We've always heard this one sentence from everybody we have asked. What is this mantra? And the answer we get is it is a very powerful mantra. So yes, it is a very powerful mantra. But can you tell us a little bit more about the mantra and of course its relevance in today's world?
See, this mantra is from the Veda, and Vedic mantras are not compositions by any human being. They're eternal sound vibrations that exist in the universe. And actually, the whole universe is just energy in different frequencies. Every form that we see is the same. Let's put it very simple words: the same elements, but in different frequency. Gayatri Mantra creates that frequency inside you and outside you that makes the whole universe function in harmony. And if it is called as the most powerful mantra, it has been revealed to the sage Vishwamitra. And from the stories that we hear, and we might think they are exaggerations, but it is said that he could, with the power of the Gayatri Mantra, create a complete world. Now, as far as we are concerned, the significance, we are at this moment also trying to make a better world, aren't we? Right? So, which means it has a power to change our world for the positive. Of course, in its greater spiritual sense, it not only helps us to calm our mind, remove our negativities inside, remove the negativities outside. But most important, the invocation is that make my intellect brilliant so that I can make the right discrimination, judgments, do the right actions, and experience the world with the right attitude. So it gives us all that. And most of all, it also reveals to us the identity of ours with the infinite. So, Gayatri Mantra at all levels, from a child or spiritual seeker in the beginning of his growth to the highest meditation and the highest knowledge, is revealed in the Gayatri Mantra. And because of its sheer range and gamut of
Mhm.
its knowledge, its benefits, that it is considered that it is the greatest of all mantras, even from the thousands of mantras in the Vedas itself.
Lovely. I mean, you know that one word powerful, it includes calming the mind, of course, increasing your concentration, your learning, your heart, your mind, keeping away from the stress, the damage caused by so many things that we've been doing in this world. There's so much. And just the mere chanting of the mantra, it takes so much away from us, is something that not many of us realize. So, Swamiji, tell me, how many times is it recommended, or is there a certain time of the day that it is recommended to chant the mantra?
So the best timings that have always been prescribed for our japa, constant remembrance or repetition of
Yes.
mantra or meditation is the early morning. And since in the Gayatri Mantra,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally symbolized as the sun, we're worshipping the sun. So it is
Ji.
to be done at sunrise and sunset. Of
Hmm.
course, it is chanted throughout the day, where it is sunrise and sunset that you chant this Gayatri Mantra. So it's best to start before sunrise, and it's good to rise before sunrise. I know most people will think that, oh, when can we do it? We generally get up later. So, and it's like greeting the sun,
Right.
and the sun is the greatest source of light, power, inspiration. So, greeting the sun, and in the end, expressing our gratitude again by remembering the giving, the benevolence, the dynamism, the inspiration, and of course, the heat and the light that we get from the sun. That is external in the beginning stages to understand. But the
Yes.
most conducive time for our meditation is that early in the morning when we have rested, and in the evening before we end the day and we have finished our day's duties, professions, activities, and we end the day. And it is said like that, that Gayatri Mantra removes the agitations. In olden times, used to word the Papa, and Papa then got translated into sin.
Yes.
So the agitations or the laziness that has been created at night, uh, that comes to an end. And in the daytime, anything that agitation, stress, or any regrets that we have can end on the chanting of the Gayatri Mantra.
Lovely. So we should start as far as possible, start our day early and with the chanting of the Gayatri Mantra. And once we're done with the day, is what you're saying, we should also try and get over all those actions of the day. That maybe, yeah, I know. जानबूझ के तो नहीं करेंगे, but पाप हो जाते हैं, कभी-कभी गलतियां हो जाती है, स्वामी जी.
Paap is not a sin done against God or a crime done against God. It is
Right.
that rebounds back on us in the form of agitation and sorrow. So, Vedantically, it is pointed out that anything that makes us repeat the same mistake again and again is
Right.
called papa, for which we only suffer. So, as
Hmm.
our Guru Swami Chinmayananda used to say, you don't suffer for your sins. You're not punished for your sins. You're punished by your sins.
True, very true. Yeah, and it's good to reflect on that at the end of the day anyway, which
Yes.
is a fantastic way, and there's no other way than Gayatri Mantra, no better way, I would say. So Swamiji, tell me, in today's world, of course, the relevance of the Gayatri Mantra, with I think because the stress levels have gone higher, therefore the relevance of the mantra should also have gone much deeper. What is your view on that?
Of course, in all stages, in all eras, we have required this mantra because they've had their own reasons for stress or calamities. And, you know, we know that all negativities or harmful things thrive where there is low energy, where there is darkness, where there is, let's say, slushiness, dirt, etc. And these mantras, they are that which energizes not only our mind and therefore even our body.
Mm-hmm.
So, as such, even our immune system becomes better. Of course, food, all that is required, environment is there. But as our physical, mental vibrations become positive,
Hmm.
even our physical immunity, even the purity or the detoxification that takes place. And in the same way, you know the effect of music. Now you play music so often, and people are listening to music. I mean, there's a music that makes you jump up and dance. No? There's a music that calms you down. So you can see that the power of word, the power of sound, the power of music, and
Yes.
Gayatri means that which is sung, and the vibrations bring about, and just like radio waves, and these waves are spreading and reaching us at our homes. So can you imagine when we send out these positive vibrations in the environment around us, and its ripple effect carries on, and today even on the internet, carrying to everybody's homes, it definitely will definitely change the environment and make it positive.
Lovely, and I agree with that completely. Yes, the way you explain it, it just ends up having a different meaning altogether. So, Swamiji, just I know I don't have too much time with you, but just a quick one before I let you go is about the talks that are starting from tomorrow, and that is the daily talks on Gayatri Mantra on Chinmaya channel.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about what is going to be talked about, how that is going, what kind of audience should be a part of this talk, and how are they going to benefit from this?
As I said, the range of the Gayatri Mantra is from children to the adult, to a person who wants to develop himself for even uh, better performance in this world, and calm his mind and stress, which are really speaking just byproducts. But it is also for the highest spiritual seeker the knowledge of the truth. And we will be explaining it at all stages gradually on how the Gayatri Mantra, when chanted properly, when with the right attitude and devotion, it is chanted, how it inspires us and gives us the ideals on how we should live our life. And not only that, how it reveals to us the greatest secret of ourselves, and to recognize not only our infinite self but our infinite potential, and how creative we can become, how innovative we can become as far as external world is concerned, but
Right.
internally to discover our own nature as Shantam, Shivam, Sundaram, you know, our absolutely beautiful, calm, peaceful, and blissful nature.
Wow. So that is amazing. So starting tomorrow, it is going to be every day from 5 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And this is the India time we are talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. And this will be on the Chinmaya Mission, the YouTube channel.
YouTube
Amazing.
channel. Yes.
Amazing. So स्वामी जी आप तो रोज ही लाइव होते हो आजकल. Everybody can do your darshan. Actually, seeing you physically many times would have been from a distance, but now it feels like so close having you right there, and even being able to ask you questions and even being able to get all your attention while being on the screen with you. It is amazing. Thank you so much. Is there anything, Swamiji, that you would like to say to the audience here, or any message that you would like to convey before you go?
The thing is that we are in these times. Keep your mental spirits high. Be happy. Be cheerful. Yes, some may have to face certain challenges, difficulties, but in whichever way we can help each other, help the community, help where there is need, and whatever little effort more we can put in, we should do that. And in that process, we create harmony also in the world, and everybody feels loved. And when there is love, everything turns out
Beautiful.
beautiful. Even the
Oh,
virus, even the virus will help us.
आप तो suggest कर रहे हो that we fall in love with the virus. No, no, we love everybody, everything, but we want him to go enough.
I think everybody's in love with the virus. They're only talking about the virus.
Nobody's seen him. He's just an unwanted guest in this world right now. Thank you so much, Swamiji, for being here. Thank you so much for joining us and sharing that little reflecting on the Gayatri Mantra with us, sharing us a little bit on what's going to happen from tomorrow. And I'm sure everybody here who's tuned in, and of course, after our Facebook Live is switched off, then of course they can still go and understand what exactly this is about. And I will see you tomorrow from 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time, so that I can understand a little bit more and not just tell my next generation it's a very powerful mantra. That's it, huh? Thank you so much, Swamiji. Namaste.
Look forward to be connected with all of you, and namaste.
All right, that was Swami Swarupananda ji. जैसा कि आपने अभी देखा, यहाँ पर of course it's important for you to note just this one more bit that starting tomorrow, that is June 1st, he will be live himself on the Chinmaya channel, that is on YouTube, and he will be talking about the Gayatri Mantra, unlocking the power of the universe within.
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि.
And with that, yes, it is a very powerful mantra, but remember, it can do a lot to you when it comes to you mentally, physically, and of course, helping you to fight whatever stress and anxiety you're dealing with. So do attend the talks and understand a little bit more from Swami Swarupanandaji of the Chinmaya Mission. Thank you so much for joining this exclusive conversation.